Thank you, Mr. Song. Max just started us out. Good evening, everybody. It's a Wednesday night here at Cardell. I'm just going to walk down to the corner and join my buddy Chris Jurowitz. Chris, we're live, buddy.
We're live? Here we go.
We're live, my man.
Kickstart my heart, Paul.
Let's go.
I heard you had some requests on the, I don't know if this is on there for Motley Crue, but the Wranglers would always come out with a little Motley Crue Kickstart my heart. I don't know what your request was tonight, Paul.
I did actually make a request for some Mr. Vane by Culture Beat. Not in warm-up for sure, but Thomas Kane does a great job with the tunes, but then I kind of also said right after, or is that like asking telling an artist what to paint? So we'll see if he sees it or not. So like I mentioned last time, Chris and I, we're quite a ways away from Max, so we're broadcasting from, what are we, in the east corner of Cardell 3 tonight. So happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. North Stars green, Paul. We were looking at the standings, and these guys are right behind the Wranglers, 3 or 4 points behind. So we're expecting a tough test and a rare Wednesday night game for the Wranglers. But this is a makeup game, as still from way back in November when the Wranglers were at a tournament in Vancouver, and that usually the Wranglers are obviously playing on Saturdays and Sundays, but the rare Wednesday night game we're going to have tonight. And I mean, big 2 points for the standings, Paul, but also I'd love your thoughts on, you've been through a lot of battles in SO Minor Week. How important is it to kind of have a little bit of momentum going into what's always kind of a quirky week? It's never easy to win. A lot of upsets happen in that, and the Wranglers are going to start on Saturday, the SO Minor Week.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing to get a little bit of confidence, but I think the biggest thing actually is if we didn't have this game, we wouldn't have Hagen or Coach for that first ESO game. So super fortunate to be able to have this league game, and super unfortunate for both Coach and Hagen to have to miss so many games because that sort of exhibition rule. But yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. We got Vinny Arsenault starting in pipe, so great to see Vinny back. Had a little interview with Benny St. Laurent last game, and he commented on how well Vinny played in the third period last game. He did. He shut the door when it was 2-1. Not easy to come in, so I'm sure he's going to have a great outing tonight.
And both goalies, really the last couple games, Cale and Vinny both seem like they're locked in back to the way that they have been most of the season, which is, I think you were talking about how, as a goalie, when the puck's looking like the size of a beach ball, that's kind of the way both of them look right now. They're just calm. They're not panicky. The movements are pretty controlled, and I'm sure we're going to expect a big game out of Vinny tonight.
Yeah, you could see it out of both of them last game when things are quiet and they can control rebounds and don't have to make any extra movements. You can tell the puck is pretty big that day, so hopefully same thing for us today. So it looks like Cale's going to be starting for us, and I assume anyway Cale will be starting in ESO on Saturday night.
Right.
Who do we play there, Chris? I forget.
I haven't looked that far. I guess we're going to have to check.
I'll check it right now.
Oh, it'll be the Stamps on Saturday, and then win or lose Saturday, we play Sunday night, I think at 8 p.m.
And we win and play the Hawks.
So there you go.
And if people aren't familiar with that, so you never want to lose, but the only game you can lose is the first one. You can lose the first one and still come back and win the title, but after that, it's one and done. So.
And the way, and Paul, you also with your Bow Valley experience, the players that haven't been through ESO, Hockey Calgary makes it a point that first game in ESO, it counts as a league game. And the reason they do it is so no teams can kind of, take a night off and try to go through the B side as an easier route. You want to, and especially this year for the Wranglers, where right now they're 5 points back of the Hawks. You win tonight, you close it to 3. You need those points if you want to win the division.
Yes.
And the extra kind of carrot this year, looks like, is that first place team after the regular season would be the host team for provincials.
Yes, you bet.
U15 AA. So there's a lot to play for tonight, and really right through the second half of the season, which is great to see. About a minute left in warm-up.
Have you ever won ESO?
Never won ESO. Last year, Mason's team won cities and went to provincials, which was a big feat for them. Prior to that, the closest they'd ever come is losing in the final of cities. But what about you? Bow Valley?
I have 4 ESO medals, me personally. So my oldest boy won 1. Bennett has won 2. Colton has won 1.
Okay. And
I was the coach on every one of those teams, so lucky to have that. But only one city. City's harder because you can come through that B, and they're both hard to win, but City is the harder tournament to win. Only won once. Probably would have won another one during that COVID year. But oh, look, the Hawks. The Hawks are up 14-4 right now on the Royals blue. Woo! Good for them.
2 touchdowns and 2 converts.
Good for them. They're a solid team. They are rolling. Rolling for sure. Can't worry about other teams though.
That would move them 7 points ahead of the Wranglers.
Is that right?
I think that's
We'll check
true.
it out.
5, but that doesn't include the win that you just talked about.
Yeah. Only 3
I don't
seconds
think that
left.
does.
So they do have. They'll have 2 games in hand, but
Yeah.
nothing we can't control other teams. So we got to do the best they can do. Play like a team. Play together, and they'll be successful.
And I think, Paul, so I don't believe we played North Stars Green in the season. I was looking back, and I think the Wranglers and North Stars Green hooked up for a game in exhibition, but the North Stars, they do their tryouts differently than the Buffaloes, where you can be on a gold, black, or green, and then change there's a few players that changed that last week. So it's not the team that we saw in exhibition season. I don't even know what the score was back then, but these 2 teams don't really know each other, so we'll see what we got in the first period.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't see having played them at all, but I've probably made a mistake. I think we played them at least once, but maybe we haven't.
I heard it was an exhibition game, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, we're almost set to go, and
played North Stars Black in exhibition for sure.
Okay.
One of my students is a coach on this team. He was my student last year, and so we got to talk hockey all the time. And I think their best player, he was telling me their best player tore his ACL about a month and a half ago. So don't know if he's back or not yet, but maybe not best player. Their leading scorer, I should say.
Okay.
So never want to see a kid get hurt, especially someone who's having a really, really great season. Kids should never get hurt.
So I don't know, I'm looking around the stands, Paul, and usually for these AA games, it's kind of a packed house at Cardell, a lot of empty seats. Yeah. Is it maybe a late night for some parents, or are they in the bench, or well, maybe it'll fill up here midway through the first, late arriving crowd on a Wednesday night.
Just off to our right, we see Ethan Hagen. Can't wait to get him back for next game. Haven't run into Coach Calvin yet. But we got Tim Ratai and Andrew Fleischer around us, so I think Chris and I can pretty much say whatever we want with these bruisers around us. So we feel pretty big tonight.
Now, who's on the bench? I see an unfamiliar face. Obviously, we got the Coventry brothers. We got Blake, but the man in the middle. Is it Brent? Okay, so Brent Harrison is going to run the bench again. So maybe the 3rd game he's done in the last few. Second. Okay, but 3rd overall. He might have had one earlier in the year. Connell and Jurowitz on the blue line. We got Carragher taking that draw, winning it back. Jurowitz will go back in his end to grab that puck, and for him it the other way, and Ratai is going to look on the wall to hold that puck, grab that puck. Carragher, Ratai, and Greg Milne. Jurowitz gets that out, and here goes Maddox Ratai out of a loose puck, 2-on-1. Well, the start. Can Ratai get it over to Milne? He does. There's a chance in close. And a rebound right there, but 2 good saves by the North Stars goaltender. Great play set up, and Jurowitz holds the line there, and North Stars are going to try to exit the zone. They're going to get it deep, and they're going to try to go to work. Actually, they're going to make a change here with their 3 forwards. So, good start by the Wranglers, and there's a bit of a... No, I'd never want to call it a lazy play, but you got to get that puck out. And Jurowitz gets it over to Milne. Now another potential odd man rush, but Milne's taken down, and that'll allow at least the 2 defensemen to change. Norrie McMaster come out, and that might be a North Stars icing right off the hop. So, Paul, I'd love your thoughts initially here, but good 57-second start.
We'll see what the lines are going to be tonight. We're probably going to rock 5D and maybe 10 forwards. That's what we have available to us with Fleischer and Hagen out. We'll see if Benny St. Laurent goes back in the point. Looks like right now he's not. Looks like we're going to go with those 5D. And right now on the ice we got Song, Zhang, and Colton with Norrie and McMaster on the point.
So it looks like the North Stars have an affiliate there on the blue line. I'm not sure who that is. Obviously, we don't know a lot of these kids, but Paul mentioned a couple injuries to their team. Norrie now on the left side is going to shoot that. That goes wide, weak shot, but Norris going in hard. And the North Stars are going to try to bring it out, and they do get it past their blue line, but Rowan Norrie's first one on the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to circle, and D to McMaster. Nice pass. McMaster, a little sauce to Colton Norris. Norris brings it in. And I'll be curious what kind of a size. Whoa,
look out.
Kind of a
friendly
Norrie hitting Kane, I guess that was, right? And now those ones are actually some of the most dangerous, Paul, where you're obviously not expecting to get drilled by your own teammate, but Kane kind of looked up, and there's one of the bigger defensemen on the Wranglers that plows right through him.
No bargain. So it looks like we are going to play 10 forwards. Pittman hasn't been on yet, but we'll see how they work Pitter into the lineup. So we got Kane, Medeb, and Benny with Pelzer, and Jurowitz back on again for a second shift of the game.
So 10 forwards, 5D, Paul.
Yeah, you bet.
The D have been pretty comfortable in this kind of format all year. They've played a lot without, obviously, Tyson, and they've had Charlie McLeod and others come up, but I know in talking to Mason and a couple of the other D, I've talked to Gavin, they seem to cherish the extra ice time, and I'm sure forwards are the same. You'd be able to speak to that better, having your kid as a forward. But the 5D, I mean, they would love to have Tice back to even out the pairings, but they do like getting out there every, a little bit more frequently, obviously.
Yeah, who doesn't, eh?
Who doesn't like more ice time?
You bet.
All right, so the Wranglers going to get that in, and North Star's back behind their net. There's Benny St. Laurent doing what he does. Battling. Drewitz is going to try to hold the line, and he pinched, but it's a one-on-one, and this should be easily handled here. Whoa, that surprised me, but I guess Vinny easily saw that go wide, and Gavin Pelzer is going to get it to Kane. Kane around the corner. Can he wind it up? Austin Kane, does he get it out? He does, and St. Laurent's going to pick it up. Not a lot of hits to start this game, Paul, and I would say that both teams are kind of feeling each other out as they don't know each other and probably haven't developed too much of a rivalry. Lewis is going to try to bring that up and lift the stick, and that looked offside, and it is offside.
Good call, CJ. I was just thinking your initials are CJ, and Joel Carragher, when he does work, he's JC. So we got CJ and JC working with PN here. We got Milne with Carragher and Ratai again, so haven't seen Pittman yet. We'll see how they get him in the fold. Or maybe we are one forward short, I'm not sure. Maybe we had a late scratch or something, we'll see. On point is Connell with McMaster.
Connell in his end to get that puck. He gets hit along the wall. North Stars come away with it. They brought it off that half wall, looked to have a chance, but broken up. Quigley sends it through the crease, but no stick there. Milne, nice tip there at the line, and Carragher's going to try to bring it in. And that's going to be offside Wranglers, so face off in the neutral zone here. And we got some more fans filling the seats here, Paul. It's starting to feel more like a game at Cardell.
Yeah, always fun to play at Cardell 3. This is the sort of the home of the Buffs. We don't get a lot of games here because it's pretty full with all the AAA teams, all the U18s and the Bulls and the Bisons are always playing here. So we mix it up a little bit, so it's always nice to kind of play in our home rink. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. Ethan Connell back to get it. He gets it over to McMaster to Jiang. Jiang tries to get it out. North Stars hold it in. Jiang battling that North Star. There's a quick shot first of the game. Good save, Arsenault, to start his game. And Vinny's looking very comfortable in there. Norris on the half wall fighting with McMaster. North Stars doing a good job holding that puck on the wall, and they do maintain control. This looks like a pretty good cycle team, Paul. This will have to be something that Wranglers match that intensity. There's a quick shot from the point, turned away by Vinny. Another shot from the point. That sails wide, and the North Stars applying all sorts of pressure here on the Wranglers. Pittman trying to get that out. He can't get there in time. Connell around the nice play. Connell behind the net to McMaster. Can he flip it out, or is he looks for a play to Jiang? Norris. Norris gets it by the defenseman. They got a chance here. Jiang now around that net. Can he get it out front? He does. Drewitz with a chance at the point. Quick shot. Drewitz kicked away. What a save by the goaltender.
We had a good view of that. That was going in.
That was going post in. Yeah. So, Paul, you don't always have to have the ripper from the point, but that was a good aim, but a really good save by the goaltender. Another chance out front, and stick lift by the North Stars. Drewitz is going to try to hold it in, and their penalty coming up here, I think, against the North Stars. Then he goes to the bench. Power play coming up, and Paul, I kind of like what I see in the first 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, the start of that shift wasn't the best, but the second half was nice. Zhang down below the goal line again. So the last 3 or 4 games, he's been pretty dominant down there, and he's actually turning into he didn't I'm not gonna say he didn't pass a lot at the start, but he was more of a goal scorer. But now he's turning into a bit of a Gretzky from his office down there. He wins a lot of battles behind the net, and right there you just saw 2 beautiful passes out front. Maybe looking for his forward, but they got all the way through to Jurwitz, and he got the puck all the way through again. So on the power play with, I think it's Milne, Carragher, Ratai.
Yep.
With Jurwitz, and who's on the right there?
Rowan Norrie.
Right on.
2 righties on D, and we talked about it, Paul, where they were trying some things out against that game in Wheatland, where they got the 4 forwards, 1 D, but they're going back to the traditional 2 defense on the point. And Norrie's going to give that puck up to start. He was looking for the D to D, and I think it just kind of rolled off the stick, Paul.
Yeah, I think he paused.
Jurwitz back there, and he's going to get it D to D behind the net to Rowan Norrie.
Nice pass, Mace.
This is kind of the area where the Wranglers have kind of panicked a little bit, and with the zone entries, we'll see if they can slow it down and settle it down. And here's a chance here to Carragher, and that's the kind of play where, Paul, we've talked about it before. The easy play is going back to actually Mason on the left side there and just dropping it back, and that's what the Wranglers need to do more of is that simple play back to the defenseman. Drewitz is going to get it over to Carragher.
No hurry, yeah.
So a couple turnovers to start, and Drewitz goes back to get it with Norrie. Norrie, Jurowitz going to bring that out. He gets it over to Greg Milne, but Milne can't handle that pass, and that is going to get back to Jurowitz. A knee on knee there, and he's tripped up and looking for a call there, but not one coming.
Good stop, Lenny.
We'll see if Mason's okay off that play, and he's going to get it back at his line and settle it down here and go to work. And he gets it out to Norrie. Norrie now. I think Jurowitz is going to look for a change here, and Wranglers get it deep. McMaster comes in. Can Norrie get off in time? And Connell's going to come. So not much going on in this power play the first minute and 15. But I'm just checking on the bench there. Those knee-on-knees are dangerous. Kaner now. He gets chopped down. Is there one? Oh, whoa. Was that a Wrangler that shot it back? What, he didn't whistle it? I thought we shot it back. Holy, and Vinny was leaving the net. I'm like, get that puck. But no, North Stars touch it. It's a 5-on-3 for 31 seconds.
So it looks like Jurowitz is okay. He's up next on the boards here. Pittman's had one shift. He played for Song last time. So all the rest of the lines have sort of stayed together. And I know last practice, there we got 4 forwards now. Kaner on the point. So I know last practice they were working on the power play, and I sort of said like, well, who's on the power play? And Coach Calvin said he's going to watch today's game to see who he kind of likes out there. Bummer. Good pass, Kaner.
Mason Jiang behind the net. Sorry, Paul. I thought you had something else to say there. I was a little
no
dazed.
Problem, buddy.
Samsung on the half wall, 5-on-3, and funny thing, Paul, is they actually practiced this in practice the other day, the 5-on-3. So Kane at the point. Kane going to go to the other side, left side. Is that Connell there? Connell to Jiang. Again, a little too much perimeter here, Paul. Like you got to get bodies at the net. You got to get some traffic, and it's now 5-on-4. You got to look out on that player.
They will give you perimeter all day long. They absolutely will.
I mean, the North Stars, when you're killing a 5-on-3 and you're seeing the team in black just move it around 40 feet from your goal, you're going to just let them do that and
stay there.
Yeah. Carriger now behind the net, going to apply some pressure. 4 bodies around to get that puck, and luckily the Wranglers do come away with it because they better when they got 4 of them. Kaner,
chip it,
goes to the right side.
There you go,
so you know what they say, Paul, is that power plays can actually hurt your momentum just as much as they can help them. And if you're doing this where, the North Stars are having their way right now on the clears, the team in green and white and yellow is going to get a little bit of jump in their step unless the Wranglers can push back. And here comes Milne now, zone entry, good clean one. Takes a shot. That's going to be probably a clear on the left side, and it is. And 30 seconds left in this 5-on-4 now, and I don't think they've had a shot on goal, Paul. I think that was the first shot at the goal, and that one missed the net. Here's a pass that's going to go. It's not going to be icing. Wranglers are going to be fortunate here in getting a face-off deep in the end with 17 seconds left in that power play.
Well, they got a shot from 175 feet.
We'll see if the boys in the box count that as a shot on goal.
So I don't think we're criticizing not the power play the Wranglers hope to have here, especially 5-on-3. Kind of want to jump on that, and I agree with you. If you kind of don't get the results you want, sometimes their teams get a bit of momentum. So we'll see what happens here in the next couple of minutes.
Milne's going to take it though. He had a chance there on the cross seam. He looked for it. Tries to get it out front and can't do it. And Milne's going to battle. And who's this? Maddox or Ty, right at the side of the net. Fires it over the net. McMaster back to the point, and North Stars might have numbers coming the other way. Yeah, no, McMaster is able to hold it in momentarily. Now it's going to go back in their end. Well, that'll be icing North Stars. So that'll give the Wranglers a chance to reset here and change up their forwards and deep pairing.
So it looks like Pittman's. It looks like we're going to be rocking 4 left wingers tonight. So Pitter's taking the place of Milne, who just came off on that power play. Good to see Jurowitz back out there with Pelzer. Had a good interview with Pelzer the other day. Birthday boy. Very lucky as a hockey player to have an early January birthday. I used to date a girl ages ago. Sorry, honey. But she had a son who was born January 1st. So the best hockey birthday you can get.
I've got Mason as a December 20th, so probably one of the worst you can have. And I got Colton as a January 23rd, which is a really good one. And we always say Mason's actually closer in age to the kids like the Gavins of the world, right?
Yeah.
The 2011s that have the early birthdays.
Yeah, he's only 2 weeks away from
There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes he acts a little bit younger, so maybe that's what it is, Paul.
There you go. One of the best December birthdays is, or worst birthdays, is Holden Sexsmith. He's playing at Yale right now, a U18 prep, and he could be a 2010. He's like 5 days away from being a 2010.
Wow. So Wrangler's going to dump it back, and change up their D, but Pittman first on that forecheck. Can St. Laurent follow it? Not a lot of flow to this game right now. A little choppy, Paul, and part of that is the power play they just had, but neither team generating much right now, and I'd say the North Stars so far have had the best chances. A couple in tight on Vinny, a couple good saves. We'll see if Connell can change things up here. Connell now behind the net, tries to get it to Benny. He does. Benny on the half wall, can't rim it around. Oh, here's a chance out front.
Nice play, Bentley.
Nice block by McMaster there, and St. Laurent is going to get it. He's going to get it out.
Benny.
That's a great play to Norris. Norris, what a move by Colton Norris. Beautiful play. Good delay, Pittman. Over to Pittman. He had his stick lifted, and look at, there's
6 still on him.
So that's one of those where maybe the ref's saying that he's holding it, but either way, he couldn't get a shot off, and that was a really nice play by Colton.
Kaner got a hooking penalty in our last game. I was like a little bit weaker than that one, so that took away a scoring chance. Usually they call that, but sometimes they don't want to call 3 penalties in a row in the other team.
North Stars now generating control in the offensive zone for them, and Connell battling behind the net. North Stars come away with that puck again. Little circle at the half wall. Here's a chance out front. No. Wranglers are going to get it out. Jiang's got the fresh legs. Can he get a chance? He's going to look for a shot on that right side. Right by the net. Song wasn't able to get a stick on it. Mason Jiang has that play all day long. He kind of takes it down the right side strongly. Sometimes he'll go around the net ball, but I do like when he tries the shot. Even when you're in close, you never know what's going to happen there.
He has one of the hardest shots in the team. He just had a skills competition. He's right up there.
I'm glad I didn't enter that. That probably would have been last place, but that's all right. A lot of fun the boys had with that, and
I think it was good.
Managed to tie first. And there's a good hit by Ratai, just finishing the check, letting them know you're here. Jurowitz first on that puck back in his end, and he circles. He's going to get a nice pass over to Norrie. Norrie's going to get it up. Can Ratai get there? Jurowitz battling here, and and he delivered a hit, and I think the ref's going to say that's a hit to the head.
I didn't see it.
So I think he got the hands up. So ref's explaining to him, and I hope Mason just listens to the referee there, and I think he's saying he got your hands up in the face.
I think I know this ref. I think he's a Bow Valley kid. I think he played Bow Valley last year. I might be wrong. I think I am wrong.
Maybe he doesn't like the Wolverines. He knows Mason from his Blackfoot days.
It's not him, but seems to be doing a pretty good job so far. Just the game, like you said, game is still a little bit choppy. The D-to-D passes seem to be good. Just need to communicate and get better with those D going up to the forwards. That hasn't started clicking yet.
I like their point too on not that refs try to even up, but you say that they're not going to call 3 in a row, which is true. Sometimes when a team gets 2 in a row, they're going to look at the other team for any sort of foul and try to call one there. There's a chance in close. Lachlan Henderson, we know him from the Blackfoot days. Nice little play by Lachlan. He gets it back to the D. They're going to try to give and go with the forward, but North Stars do maintain control in that corner. There's behind the net. Here's a chance out front. Here's another chance. Vinny thought it was behind him, I think, Paul, but he saved it with his, the mask.
With his face, that's using your face.
That's a great save by Vinny. Stayed up big, and there's another chance out front. North Stars moving it well. Here's a shot. That goes wide. Can Milne clear it? And he does, and that's going to allow a change with 1:06 left.
So if I was Jay on right there, I'd be like, I would say that's using your face. That's one of the lines he likes. And good call by you saying how Vinny was playing big. Even though you're down, you can still keep your shoulders up and still take away as much net as you can, even when you're on your knees.
Nice play, Connell, to stop the pass attempt. He's going to try to get it out, and he'll bring it out. And he's going to, I think, get it deep, or maybe he'll go for a shot, and goes off a shin pad, but same thing. It looks like a bit of a dump, and he delivers the check, and that's a good play by Connell. He's going to have to get back now, and he does. Benny covers. Norrie and Medeb, actually. Medeb doing a good job as that F2, who kind of hung back as almost like the D2 there.
Yep, F3.
There you go with how many seconds? 25 seconds left on this penalty kill, and the North Stars have generated a couple chances. Wranglers are going to have to watch it here. Connell now on the wall. Just pushing that forward in, and that's good body positioning by Connell, trying to stay on the defensive side of the puck. And North Stars bring it out. Shot sails over the net. He's got a tent. Medeb, he's got wheels. He's going to try to apply pressure at least. And that's one of those plays, Paul, that sometimes the ref will actually try to get in the way, and that could be called interference. But a good play by Medeb. Jurowitz goes off, and did they get a defenseman out? Yeah, Pelzer came out, I think, Medeb's going to come out after a successful kill. So each team has killed the penalties that they've taken. Norris. Nice pass to Jiang, and did he save it, or did it just sail? What a save by the goaltender. Nice tip, great play.
Nice chip by
Norris early on with a couple beautiful feeds. Great play. That's going to be an icing, and Good to see a little bit of pushback after that penalty kill. So let's give the Wranglers some credit. I gave a little bit to the North Stars. When you kill a penalty like the Wranglers just did, and you come in that offensive zone and you push back, you got a little bit of momentum back on the team, on the home team now.
Yeah, you bet. And this line, I know Colton likes playing with these two boys, and I think Sam and Nason both like playing together. Both of Chinese descent, both speak Chinese. Sometimes speak Chinese to each other. I wonder if they call for the puck in Chinese. That'd be interesting. But this line's been having some success the last 2 or 3 games. Coach Ethan put them together, and they've been together ever since.
We're gonna have to find out what some of the chirps are in Chinese.
Yeah.
Maybe they can tell the other kids what to say that, you know, the refs will never understand.
They might call the ref a lobster because lob means blind and stir means deaf. And the Sam told me that on the way to a Wrangler game once. It was pretty funny. So they call ref lobsters. Essentially calling them blind and deaf.
Don't be giving our trade secrets on the broadcast.
That's right.
Wranglers back in, and they're again not a lot of chances for either team, but 0-0 play. Jurowitz gets it over. Nice pass. There's a quick shot by Colton Norris. That was a nice play, and Norris got a good shot and a good save. And this goaltender on the North Star side has made a couple really good saves from in close. Here's Jurowitz at the point. He gets a shot off, and that might have hit a body and just trickled to the goaltender, but a couple of good looks. And I will say also, I like the puck movement right now. Paul, you're seeing they're going back to the defenseman, but also the D getting it to that centerman right in the front. And Colton was occupying the center part of that slot, and he got a good shot off. So.
And you know I love working down low, but the beauty of working down low is that it opens up those D, and Mason was open there a couple times. Did he get a shot away with a brand new stick there, Chris?
He did.
Stick up there.
Yeah. Brand new twig, and don't even bring that up anymore.
Should we give a shout out to Team Town though? Should we give Team Town?
No, Adrenaline actually.
Oh, there you go.
They had just more selection, Paul. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. Way too much selection. About $430.
The one Mason wanted was there at Adrenaline, and great service as always. And I don't know who sponsors our broadcast, but if you're out there and you want to help us out, we'll certainly drop some names of companies.
We would drop the name of Adrenaline every single period if Adrenaline gave our team, say, 30% off. You bet.
Jurowitz at the line, he fires it.
Donna, are you listening, Donna?
We're going to try to make that happen. Maybe it'll save us from having to do another bottle drive in the second half. Who knows? Connell's going to get it over to Jurowitz. Jurowitz walks the line. He doesn't get a shot off, but he's going to try to keep it in, and he does, and he's going to get it down low. Wranglers got to do some cycling here. North Stars have been doing a good job kind of clogging up that middle, not allowing much. Nice shot by Connell. That's a good shot by Connell. Nice low shot, and good save by the North Stars goaltender, and we'll get a change here of all 5 players.
So Wranglers have been better the last 5 minutes here. So after that penalty that we took there on your boy, we've kind of pinned them in their own zone for quite a while. So let's hope this can continue. We're going to have Pelzer out there with Nori, and who's at center there? Medeb with Kane and Benny.
Nori's going to follow that, and you commented on Nori kind of playing a little bit more offensive. There's another example of it. You kind of chip it in and you follow it. And again, when Saint Laurent's out there and he occupies that second D, there's a chance for the North Stars. Breakaway here, right close. Great blocker save by Vinny Arsenault. Absolutely phenomenal save. And they're and another one. And Paul, so we got to comment risk reward. So sometimes you do take the risk, and that was a quick play. I didn't actually mind the pinch there by Rowan Nori. It does come back the other way, and you're going to have to get back. And you know what? The goaltender saves the day there. Arsenault is looking like he didn't take 3 weeks and 2 weeks in California.
He's been away for a long time, but he's looking really sharp. Good for him.
I'm sure he skated in the Honda Center or something. Here goes Jiang now. Great block. This is going to be a partial breakaway. Is it a full break? Mason Jiang in. Can he finish? And it's in the net. 1-0 Wranglers. Donna Kindredchuk's fired up. Let's go.
Donna just walks past us. Nice play by Nason. That's going to be unassisted. But nice face-off win by, I think, Colton. Got the puck. Maybe he lost it. I don't know. But the puck went to the D. Nason did it all by himself. Blocked the shot from the point. And what a really smooth move. So whenever you pull the puck sideways, I don't know how well you know physics, but for a goalie to move from one side to the other, his legs must open. Nason knew that before it even happened, slid it through very calmly. Beautiful goal scorer's goal by Zhang. Going to be unassisted.
Didn't do too well in physics in high school, so I went into communications. I was more of a writer, Paul. So the sciences are a little tough for me.
And a talker. You're a good talker too, Chris.
A talker, yes. There's Jiang. Is that offside?
Yeah.
Sam must have gone offside, but it was a late call.
About 60
Jiang was
feet
at the
late.
crease.
About 60 feet late.
I was going to ask Tyson Fleischer what he thought about that goal. Tyson, what do you think? What'd you see?
Big burst of speed and a great block shot by Nason.
Outstanding analysis there. Tyson Fleischer in the stands, and he
And
described it well.
I was gonna offer Hagen the same thing. So Hagen, how about I give you the mic? Chris is doing the play-by-play. Whenever there's a whistle, just add a little bit of comment.
Oh yeah, I'm going to ask Ethan to chime in here, but Bentley McMaster behind his net, good little play there. Using the net to pass it to himself. Sam Song, there's a beautiful breakout, Ethan. I know. I want you to comment a little bit on how much you guys work on breakouts in practice.
Oh, all the time. Definitely feel like sets us apart on some teams.
Sam Song behind the net to Connell, and Connell's going to get it. Nice pass to Norris, backhander. And a good save by the North Stars goaltender. The Wranglers have a little bit of jump here after that goal by Nathan Jiang. Toe drag by McMaster. The North Stars have a chance here for an odd man. Oh, maybe a partial breakaway. Quick shot. Good save by Vinny. Ethan, what else are you seeing here early on?
And it's good to cheer. Free to cheer as Chris is talking.
Yeah.
What else are you seeing in the first 16 minutes?
Well, immediately I saw a whole ton of pressure. Really got on him pretty quick. Nice shot by Mason for the first couple minutes, and then he buried it later on, which is nice. Good to get going here in the first period, of course. So, very good.
And we were talking, and here's Rowan Norrie rushing in. Good shot, Rowan Norrie just went wide. Both these teams, I don't think they played each other, so kind of the first 10 minutes maybe a bit of a feeling out. North Star is going to fire it deep, and can Jurwitz stop that? He gets a boot on it, and Norrie's going to get it off the wall and get it deep here, and North Star is going to try to maybe go D-to-D. They do. Their affiliate player is going to get that puck, and good job on the forecheck by Carriger. Jurwitz holds the line. Benny comes in, and Benny's always a pest in that corner. Look at that play by St. Laurent. What a play there to get that puck.
Always a little bit around the room, but kept it low.
Oh, yeah.
Norrie's going to hold it, and it's great to be joined by Ethan. So, Ethan, I want to ask you, how excited are you to get back in the lineup for Esso on Saturday?
I mean, I'm so excited. Like, the games that I've been sitting out, it's been absolutely dreadful. I've been waiting to get back on the bench with the boys, throw on the jersey. It's been hell.
It's fun to watch from the stands, but much better to play, I'm sure.
Oh, most definitely.
Have you ever won the Esso?
I have never won the Esso. No.
Hard to win that tournament, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, for sure.
And you guys had a good team last year, right? You had a tough draw, I think, in the second round. You guys were, I think, the top team in U15 AA last year.
We were, yes.
Went on a string of like undefeated in 18 straight or something.
Oh yeah, we went really well.
And you were a big part of that for sure.
Pelzer now, a nice play. Pelzer to kind of hold it in the neutral zone, flip it in. St. Laurent's going to try to get back. Nice play, Kane to hold the blue line. Kane, can he get a shot? He scores! Kind of a toe drag release. What do you think, Ethan? Was that like maybe like a Connor Bedard type release there, or what?
That was beautiful.
And you know what? That's a good play. I think St. Laurent. Let's start with Gavin Pelzer. Pelzer flips it in, and then the North Stars try to clear. And I think St. Laurent got in the way enough where the puck kind of bobbled, and Austin Kane holds the blue line and just gets off a quick rip.
Sure, yeah.
And Ethan, I know you're good with that shot too, like getting into the quick release. You know that it surprises the goaltender, right?
Oh, for sure.
Doesn't allow them to set up, and North Stars goalie has actually had a really good first period, so that's a great goal. 2-0 Wranglers here with a minute 20 left. Jiang back out. He's had a great opening 20 minutes. McMaster's going to try to hold it in. He does momentarily. North Stars bring it out here, and we'll see what they can bring. That's going to be offside, and that's a good break for the Wranglers.
So Ethan, this line's had some success. Colton and Zhang and Song. You played with Zhang quite a bit this year. You played quite a bit with Colton.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think you played much with Sam yet.
No, not much, no.
You guys play the same position. You're both left wing.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's it like playing with Colton and Mason?
Oh, it's really good. Colton's a really smart player on the ice, and he really knows how to find players on the ice and get a good breakout pass, or even better at taking it out himself.
And you and Mason are quite similar. You both like driving the net, the puck and driving the net.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mason's a really sharp shooter on our team, I'd say. Really talented shooter.
But what we commented earlier is actually added passing to his game a little bit. He's trying to get a few more assists.
Oh, yeah.
Passing the puck from behind the net and just gave a nice pass to Colton.
That was beautiful.
So Wranglers have 35 seconds left to play with here. Colton Norris has also had a good, strong opening period. He kind of tripped there. I think he was taken down. I don't know if it was a knee that got him or a stick, but he's going off, and I hope he's okay there, Paul. Ethan Connell back to get it. Connell with 20 seconds. At this point, if you're the Wranglers, you kind of want to eat this a little bit and go into the break up 2. You don't want to give the North Stars any sort of life here late. Well, that was icing. I thought he got the red line. But
Me too.
holy, that was close.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes those linesmen, like they'll call it like even if it's this much. Other
sure.
times they give you like a couple feet, which I like as, you know, when the Wranglers kind of get it a foot away, you think that's going to be fine. But
So Ethan, you have 10 seconds left. What do you have to say?
Thank you for having me on.
You betcha, buddy. Man, you're good.
You're really
Your
good.
interview was really good. You're a really good talker, and I know your interview was kind of familiar because I drive you home a lot. It's just like you and I were talking, just like you do with me. You drive home. So, great job tonight. Thanks. Of course, guys.
all right, good job, Ethan. 2-0 Wranglers. Great start.
See you guys.
Good job. We'll see if Paul's got any analysis of the opening 20 before we go to break here. But
No, a little bit sloppy at some points, but the last 10 minutes, I think the Wranglers were really good. They scored 2. A couple good shots by Zhang, and or I guess a deke by Zhang and a shot by Kaner. Up 2-0. Give Max Song the thumbs up.
yeah, see you in the second.